Hello guys, this is Pokéland Legend Tips with another awesome video, and today we're gonna be doing an overdue video about Platinium accessories, and we're gonna start rating them from best to worst and so on. So it's not gonna be a top 10 video, neither a tutorial video, it's something between both. But before actually we move into the real deal, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like. If you have any questions, you can ask us in the comments, or even better, join us in Facebook. The link is in the description below. So let's start. Platinium accessories. We're just gonna throw it out there. If you do not know how to make Platinium accessories, or you have questions about Platinium accessories, you should actually check the video that we already did about this. It's called Overview of Accessories, and it's available both in our YouTube channel and on the Facebook page in the video tutorials in the pinned post. So we're just gonna do a quick recap of whatever we have so far. So the Platinium accessories are basically here. You can see there's like many types: Dorian, Eternity, Mars, Endless, Origin, Gigas, Thunder, and Ho-Ho. So this is the Platinium accessories we have right now. So of course, you can only read them if you are level 95 normally. So Dorian has an ease level of level 1. The rest don't have an ease level, so you just need a level 95 to be able to use them. But we already showed you guys how to make or how to have Platinum accessories if you are lower levels. Level 70-ish, 80-ish, something like that. You can get sets before you are level 95, such as maybe our Gigas has the set, if I'm not mistaken. I'm still level 89. I have ease on all of these, so I'm able to actually have an Origin set before I reach 95. So this is pretty cool, and you should check the video about it. We did it as well. It's in the Facebook page as well and your YouTube channel as well. So let's go back to rating these accessories. Okay, we're just gonna go and rate them one by one. Then we will do a drop down of which one is better. So let's start with the Dorian sets. Dorian sets basically are the best, of course, if you are not level 95. So if you are lower than 95, they are literally the best set that you can have. The ease level is 1. They give extreme speed, and of course these subtle skills are I would say it right now, we still didn't manage to talk about any other sets, but still these subtle skills starts from minute 1 in the battle, which means as soon as you start in the battle, they already take place. So they don't have any special conditions to meet. You just have to, of course, have to fortify them accordingly to unlock them, and after that they take place right away. So the Dorian sets is basically one of the best sets in Platinum. Even if you are level 95, it will stay one of the best, but under level 95, this is the set to have. Okay, so let's move to the Eternity set. So Eternity set, now we are moving, of course, to the accessories that you can only have in level 95 or with the ease. So you can see here that it's pretty defensive. It gives you P defense, special defense, and HP, and gives you speed as well. But you can see that, look at the guards. It takes damage, first round it takes damage to -50. Look at the second one, it takes damage to second round in damage to 50 again, and the third one again damage to -50. So this Eternity set only works well in the first 3 rounds. After that, it will basically be just a normal golden set with nice extra skills, which is 20% P defense, 15% special speed, and 20% special defense, and 50% HP. So after the first 3 rounds, it's basically, I would say, meh set, not that great. So let's move on to the Mars set. So Mars set, again, 15% P attack, 15% special attack. It's more of a offensive set than the Eternity set that you've seen. You'll see that it increases crit by 10%. And let's look at the skills. At the first round, it damage is 50%. Second round damage is 50%. Third round is damage 50%. So the Mars set is basically the opposite of the Eternity set in terms of that Eternity set will give you defense in the first 3 rounds, and the Mars set will boost your attack and crit in the first 3 rounds. So again, this is actually much better than the Eternity set, since for the Mars set you might want extra damage in the first 3 rounds to try to finish the team quickly, the opponents quickly. So if you have maybe, I don't know, a BNV, then a Mars set might not be a bad idea, because you will increase their attack in the first 3 rounds, and they probably just need 3 rounds each to just finish the other team. They have huge damage output, so Mars set is not that bad actually. So let's move to the Endless sets. So Endless gives 15% P attack, 15% special attack, 15% speed, and 15% HP. It also gives crit damage of plus 20%. It gives focus energy. So after the beginning of the battle, receive 30% rage. It gives pain, which is really nice, which increases rage 10% when you suffer damage. And fury, which will increase crit every time you are hurt. And it can go up to 99%. That's it will increase crit. So this is, I would say, a set that is super tanky and super strong if you know that the battle will last long. So if you have a slow starting team and you know that your team gonna make, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 rounds until, of course, until the battle starts, then this is a great set to have, because it only takes place when you take damage a lot. Then you know that you're gonna survive, and you know that the battle gonna just take a long time to be finished. So Endless set, of course, needs to be worn by a team that is really tanky. I don't know, your tank might use it. It's really nice to have it on a really tanky team. So let's move to the Origin set. So Origin, again, 20% P defense, 20% special defense, 15% speed, 15% HP. It gives a hit damage taken minus 10%. Guards, which damage taken minus 10%. Mind Reader, damage taken minus 15% for 1 random round. And Focus, every time he is hurt in battle, it will give a hit of 5%, up to 50%. So the Origin boot is basically a small variation of Endless, except that Endless will increase P attack and special attack, but the Origin boot, the Origin set, I mean, it will increase defense. So again, this is really nice for a tank. So for the Endless set, you could actually give it to damage as well, like, I don't know, Diancie, which after a few rounds she just become like super powerful and super tanky. So she needs both attack and defense as well. And with the Endless set, she can literally be a killer after a few rounds. So for the Origin, you might want to give it to your tank, since it increases pre-defense, special defense, damage taken reduced, and so on. And that will increase, of course, by the time, if the battle is taken, again, a long time to be finished. Okay, let's move to the gigas set, which is a new, I would say, Platinium set that has just been introduced in the last update. So it will give 20% P defense, 20% special defense, 15% speed, 15% HP, and it has as well 4 skills: damage taken minus 10%, damage taken minus 30% from the first one, so it doesn't stack, then dodge plus 3%, and it can go up to 30%. Then, of course, dodge, the last one is dodge 3% every time you be hurt in battle. So this is, again, but look at this. In battle, when HP is less than 30%, it receives a bonus of Wild Guard, and it defy all the counter or control debuff, which means this is an anti-CC, anti-crowd control accessory. This is pretty much a really awesome accessory if you have a really strong team, which means, for example, like BNV right now. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I always say BNV, but German is kicking in, so it's B and black and white. So BNW, it's a really nice set for them, since it's anti-control, which means the Pokemons that use control, such as Malueta, are pretty much useless if you have this on your BNV, plus you add some additional stuff that we're gonna mention in another video. So this is a set that you want to fight control. It also gives nice damage decrease, and it also gives a nice stat in defense as well. So this is, I would say, a very balanced set in terms of all the Platinum sets. It has like some nice boosts, and it's really balanced. Okay, so now we will move to the last two, which are really nice and hard to get. We will go into Thunder set. The Thunder set, it gives 15% P attack, 50% special attack, 50% speed, and 50% HP. Its first skill is the round of battle speed by 20%. So that's the first time we've seen an accessory that gives speed by 20% in the skills. Then the second one is Thunder, that it has a chance to cause both special attack and P attack damage, extra damage. At the same time, it receives a 20% speed for 2 rounds. So now again, more speed and more extra damage. So it turns your attacks basically into AoA. Instead of single damage, you will do multiple group damage. So that's really nice. Boost chances for 50% speed bonus, and again increase up to 30%. So that's again super awesome. The last one is boost chances increase to 50% and speed bonus increase to 30% again. Is it yeah, no, wait a second. The strike 2 is in battle, the first 3 rounds skill speed is plus 20%. So, and the last one will boost speed. So it doesn't matter, this set increases speed enormously. Not only that, it will turn your damage. There is a chance that turning your damage into special attack and P attack if you unlock Thunder. So it will turn your single attacks into group attacks, and this is just awesome. So you want this on a support Pokemon to increase his speed. You can give it to a damage as well that has single attack like Deoxys or whatever, to turn his damage into crazy damage into group attacks. So this is I would say one of the best sets in Platinum. So last set is Ho-Ho set. So yeah, you might guessed it from the name, and so a lot of people are asking, is Regigas set only for Regigas? Is Ho-Ho only set only for Ho-Ho? No, it's just that it uses the same thing basically. So Ho-Ho has a ability of Sacred Ash that will let you defy death for 1 turn and survive on 1 HP if it's active. So basically they've used the same name because this set gives you a little bit the same I would say ability. It's not the same, but it's close to it. So let's see what does it give. 15% P attack, 15% special attack, 15% speed, 15% HP, kind of normal. So it boosts HP, so it's kind of an offensive set. It also gives crit 10%, which is Rice. It gives you undead ability. So undead ones always keep 1 point HP once. So it will only work for 1 time in the battle. So if you are dead once, you can basically revive using just 1 HP and having 1 HP once in the battle. This is basically the Sacred Ash ability without the ability itself. So this is really nice. So let's say Bloody. Bloody in battle, when its HP is less than 30%, the skill damage is 50%. So the skill damage will increase 50% if your HP is less than 30. And let's see Reborn, which is the last one. Undead once and recover 100% HP. So now if you manage to get only the 150, you will only have 1 HP. But if you manage to manage the 270, then you will, which is the last skill, reborn, then you will get full health, which means you can literally die once and get reborn and have a full bar. So this is a really awesome set again that you will be needing in Pokemons that you know that gonna die. You can actually give this to any Pokemon you want in end game, and it will literally be just super awesome. But if you know that your Pokemon is going to die, then and you know that maybe it's a sacrifice, not sacrificing team, but it's a Pokemon that sacrifices itself, or that is, and you don't have any other options, or there is a Pokemon that has low defenses or is weak to other Pokemons, then you definitely need this set. So a lot of people are using actually Ho-Oh set, which is hard to get, but it's really one of the best sets. So now we have seen all the Platinium sets. So let's just rate them from top to worst. From top to worst. Yeah. So in top, I would say personally. Oh, sorry. In top, I would say personally, either Thunder or Ho-Oh would be the best sets. So depending on the situation again now, because we already explained, so depending on the situation, either Thunder or Ho-Oh. If it's a support Pokemon, it's definitely Thunder to improve its speed. If it's a damager that you know that he's gonna die and you don't want him to die, then it's Ho-Oh. If it's a support that you don't want him to die, then it's Ho-Oh. So it really depends. So these two are, I would say, almost top 1, top 2, depending on the situation. For some teams, Regigas is best. So again, for some teams, because Regigas is anti-CC, anti-ground control, so sometimes he's in top 3 right now, but sometimes he can move to top 1 easily depending on the team. So this is really dependent on the team, but we're just gonna rate them as we move forward, depending on the situation as well, and we're just gonna tell it to you guys. So Regigas is dependent on the team, can move again to top 1 or 2 depending on the situation. For the rest, I would say now it's Endless that comes after it, since the more the battle increases, the longer is the battle, the better it is. And then after that, I would say Origin is much needed, since it for tank. So I would say right now we have top 3, which is Thunder, Ho-Oh, Regigas. Then you have Endless, then Origin. Then in endgame, of course this is endgame, then in endgame, Dorian actually is better than Eternity and Mars, since Dorian gives a lot of speed, that's one, and two, its skills are pretty much permanent, which means you actually benefit from them since the start. For the Eternity and Mars, they are last for a reason, because it's for normal Pokemons it's really hard to just increase damage for 50 damage a lot in the first turn, or defense a lot in the first 3 rounds, then become pretty much useless. Of course, we already mentioned that in some cases, for some teams, Eternity or Mars would be really wanted. So you can see that Eternity is actually the last one. Mars is basically the one before last. So Mars is pretty for strong Pokemon, for like damages. You can use Mars if you know that your output is gonna be huge in the first 2-3 rounds. So for example, for BNV, Mars would be perfect if you want to wipe out the whole other team in just few turns. But Eternity, I am still to find a good team that would actually benefit from a lot of defense in the first 3 rounds before, I don't know, maybe a CC team, which is a crowd control team, might use this. So for example, Molueta, if you have a team around Molueta and you are trying to counter BNV, then an Eternity set would be either Eternity or Thunder or Ho-Oh would be perfect. So depending on your build, then Eternity might be good for you. So this is basically the rating, guys. Again, Ho-Oh and Thunder and Regigas will switch top 1, 2, 3 depending on the situation. Then you have Endless, then Origin, then definitely Dorian, then Mars, then Eternity. So I hope this was a little bit helpful to you guys. If you have any questions about this, or if you are still unsure of about the working of the Platinium sets, then you can basically just contact us in Facebook or just join us in our Facebook page. And don't forget to check the monthly card giveaway. In this month we're gonna be giving another card, so just check that out. And cheers, guys.